Good rising. I woke up to a lot of heat because I've been looking for different spaces to live for a while now. And I've been talking to other people who are displaced right now of multiple ages. And there is a urgency right now to find adequate housing, especially with the spread of a virus. It's really important to have adequate housing right now. And just generally, housing is a human right. It's one of the main things that we need to survive. And if you're born, coming out of your mother's womb for free, it is quite obvious that you're going to need a place to live. And to have to pay for a place to live is a literal tax on your breath. And a lot of us are in this country, in this space, from a diaspora of people originating somewhere else. And so many people of color have contributed to the building of this country in so many forms with so much blood and sweat for centuries, and years and years and years. And we have been empowering certain powers and systems that do not serve us. And I have been definitely facing it, and I know so many of us have been directly confronted by the obstacles that are set around our livelihood, to where, our well-being is being compromised on a daily basis because of capitalists and profit-driven people who are not in touch and in tune with the actual reality of being a human being. So now we're faced with the actual reality of so many people suffering and struggling to survive. And now we have to think, what are we going to do about it? Okay. So the plan, what is the plan? What is our game plan? What is our moves? And how much longer are we going to allow ourselves to be finessed? And how much longer are we going to perpetuate these cycles of subordination, not only in this lifetime, but for many lifetimes, if we don't activate ourselves and mobilize against certain injustices? Our descendants will continue to be subjected to it. So once again, what are we going to do about it? If you're following this page, you are aware of the ideas that we have about abolishing rent, about communal living, about having a certain autonomy and reprogramming ourselves outside of the lenses of capitalism, colonization, imperialism. If you've been following this page, you should be aware that that's what we believe in. And we are now in a position to activate ourselves. And we need support. We also need ideas. We also need times of meetings and coming together. Because if we don't come together and actively build on what we're going to do to sustain a efficient and progressive type of livelihood, then our lives, our sacrifices, all of the time that we've given away to businesses and corporations, it's all in vain. We are not moving towards longevity. We are moving towards a very, very, very small form of life, which is based off of survival. and be in a constant position of predator and prey. We are being preyed upon by capitalists and institutions. We are being preyed upon. And there are very obvious predators who present themselves and enunciate their terms and conditions on a daily basis. When will we set our terms and conditions? You know what I'm saying? As the world changes, we too need to embody these changes. As the political power changes, we too need to change the political power within ourselves and recognize the ways that we have silenced our intuition and have silenced the collective voice inside of us that merges and joins us together for the greater good and the benefit of all of us, not just a very small 1% that is only pursuing selfish values and selfish goals and aspirations. In this space of growth and newness, we must allow ourselves and give ourselves permission to start demanding and manifesting blossoming, to start demanding and manifesting time, space, free time, free space, free land, free mind, free love. There's a certain point in history where we have to decide that we are deserving. All of us, every color, we have to decide that we are deserving. We have to honor ourselves collectively and practice a type of universal self-care. And in that universal self-care is true evolution.